and welcome to Music Bite of the Week with me, Sophie Wright. This week we're looking at live music in and around Cardiff, more specifically looking at local talent. There are multiple ways of experiencing local talent in Cardiff. You can go out and listen to the many buskers that regularly play around the city centre, or you can go to one of the many pubs that schedule live music, or you can even go along to an open mic night and see what the newer talents that are just making a name for themselves. I met up with local talent Garen Fitter, who regularly busks around Cardiff city centre to talk about his performing experience. So, how long have you been busking in Cardiff in particular?
I've been busking over for 5 years, but in Cardiff now about a year and a half. I started when I came down for university in 2015.
From busking so frequently, what do you hope to gain from it?
I don't know, I get this question quite often, and it kind of changes. Sometimes I hope to develop a name for myself in Cardiff, because you look at people like Ed Sheeran, Janis Joplin, Bob Dylan. They all made a name for themselves now. Obviously, they're touring the world, well, except for Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Then they made a name for themselves purely from busking. So obviously, it proves that just doing that can actually get you somewhere decent. But then sometimes I think it's just nice to be able to get a little bit more cash in hand. So I don't think I've got a particular. I aim as a musician to get something, but not through busking. I think I just do it for fun more than anything, just for a bit of extra cash.
Have you gained any kind of fan base from busking?
I haven't gained a fan base from busking that I'm aware of, but there's been a couple of times. Not the last time I went up, but the time before that, it was really funny. I was on Queen Street. It was a Saturday afternoon, doing my own thing, playing whatever song it was, and these girls, there must have been about 15 of them, probably about 12, 13 years old. They all sort of formed a half circle around me, and they started dancing. They were slow dancing. They were doing some acrobatics, cartwheels and all these things. They drew a massive crowd. So I don't know if you'd call that a fan base per se, but when I'm out, I tend to Some people might stop and watch, and this group stopped and interacted. And I meet a lot of people who say, "Oh, well done you," and I give them a business card and they give me their phone number and stuff. But I don't think. Because I'm in no way an established artist. I'm not even up and coming yet. So I wouldn't say I've really developed a fan base, but who knows, maybe, because I have no intention of stopping busking, maybe in the next year or two something might happen.
Okay. Alongside busking, do you ever go and play in any local venues?
Yeah, I try and do a lot of open mics. Recently I did an open mic tour of Cardiff where I did 8 nights, well I say 8 nights, I did 8 performances in a week. Just around bars in Cardiff, and I try and do this at least maybe 1 or 2 every week, but I get gigs every now and again, not so much down here because there's not that much opportunities, but back at home in Bristol I tend to play a lot over the summer. I do a couple of festivals and that, but I'm releasing an album next month. No, sorry, next month. I'm releasing an album in June, not next month.
Amazing.
Originally going to be next month, and I'm trying to get more gigs to promote that.
Yeah.
I'm planning at the moment a big launch gig in Cardiff in October, but that's nothing's been planned yet. No. But I'm trying to sort that out.
What advice would you give to somebody that's thinking about getting out there and starting to busk?
I would say definitely go for it. Definitely. This might sound hypocritical because I'm an acoustic singer. I go on my acoustic guitar and my speaker. I'd say if you can, don't do that.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird because that's what I do, but it's especially in Cardiff, there's so many people who do the same thing that it can get
common.
it's a bit monotonous, and I know I met a lot of people through busking, and probably 6 or 7 of them are acoustic singers like myself who are out on the street and sometimes don't make that much money because they're just I gave money to somebody down there who sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
I know this girl who plays the harp and sings. She sings opera while playing the harp, and she makes a lot because she's so unique.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go out, definitely try and find some sort of niche thing. Say if you play a flute or something rather than guitar, go out with something different. But I'd say definitely go for it because it can be really good money at times.
Some great insight there, especially for any of you guys who are thinking of getting out and busking yourselves. The best advice I could give you is just get out there and do it and grow your fan base. As mentioned before, busking isn't the only way for local talents to get their music heard, as there are many different pubs and other venues that accommodate live bands and other local talent. So I took to the streets of Cardiff to ask members of the public just how often they support local artists and their favourite places to go to see them. How often do you go out and support live local music?
I don't. as often as I can, like
Friends are playing or something.
I would say about once a month, probably.
I'll probably go to concerts more than listen to live music.
Okay.
like twice every 2 weeks, probably.
Okay, and where's your favourite place to go and do that?
The Welsh Club in
Moon Club. Just I don't know. Anywhere but Motorpoint. Motorpoint's bad.
I was given an array of interesting answers by members of the public, so I decided to go on an adventure of my own to see just what these places are like. I had a lot of fun experiencing many places that discovered a lot of great local talent that I never would have come across otherwise. So I decided to narrow down my favourite places out of all of those on the list of possibilities. Here it is. I'm here in Cardiff to take you guys on a tour of my top 5 places to see local live music. Let's go. At number 5, we have Porters. Each week they have open mic nights, they have jam nights, and even sometimes offer karaoke. At number 4, we have Welsh Club, which I can't pronounce myself, so Charlotte is going to do it for me.
Club E4 Bath.
They have live music most nights of the week. At number 3, we have Goody Who. They have live music every night of the week, and they have a poster outside saying who's playing each night. At number 2, we have Brewhouse. They have live music every day from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. And then Thursdays and Sundays they continue it on until 9. It's a popular location as it is located in the middle of Brewery Quarter. And finally, at number 1, we have Live Lounge. They have live music from midday to midnight every day of the week. It's very popular with students as they have cheap drinks every night of the week, and they have different bands playing throughout the day. So there was a quick countdown of my top 5 places to experience live music in Cardiff. Join me over the next 5 weeks where I'm going to take you on a tour of each venue and give you a little taste of what you can expect if you decide to give them a try. Well, that's all we've got time for today, so join me next week on Music Bite of the Week.